Hey folks, I'm Papa Boris, and I'm a little bit embarrassed to be making this video. A little while ago, somebody posted a comment on my Daybreak solo guide that I posted like almost a year ago, and it was a pretty negative comment. They said that I got lucky, and they said the video was a waste of their time. And then I got defensive, and I dashed off a passive-aggressive reply, and I really regret that. So, in this video, I wanted to try to make some amends. Nagred Moonstriker 252. I apologize for my response. It was pretty rude. And above all, I'm sorry that my guide wasn't able to help you out. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I was motivated to make a YouTube channel in the first place. Kind of the theme of my channel is making videos to help people get better at games, and in this case, I failed. So let's address this criticism. I did say in my video that I got lucky. Now, what I meant was that I got lucky and, like, it meant that I could win the game sooner rather than having to go to round 4. Typically with the strategy, if you get unlucky, you have to go all the way to the 4th round to win. But usually, if you play correctly and things don't go horribly wrong, you can win in 3 rounds, and I've also won sometimes actually in 2. But I did say in the video I got lucky, so it makes perfect sense that somebody would interpret it as being like, oh, I would have lost if I had not gone lucky. And also, how would someone know that that's really true, that anything that I'm saying is true? After all, I'm just some guy who posted one solo guide video. What if I did just get lucky in that video? What if I did like play 10 games, lost 9, and then I posted the one where I won and claimed to have a really solid strategy? So here's what we're going to do. Right now, you can see in Board Game Arena, this is my profile page with a history of all my plays of Daybreak. You can see the last game of this that I played was June 4, 2024, so about half a year ago. Now, by the time this video posts, there will be some new games. Every game that I play from this point on, I'm going to do a video on. We're going to do 10 games, and you'll be able to match all the games to the videos that I post on them if you wish, to confirm that I'm not cheating or just only cherry picking the games where I win. So hopefully we can all agree a 10 game streak is pretty good. So I'll do that, and that will help folks understand that the strategy actually is consistent and it really works. In fact, let's go ahead and play our first game now. So let's go ahead and get started. Play game now. Let's make a new table. We're gonna do friendly mode, so it's not timed. No challenge cards, just the base game, just the solo game. And let's start. Okie dokie, we got the old refresh. There we go. All right, so we're picking our first global project here. And this thing is actually usable. Typically the ones where you have to give up a certain number of tokens are really tough. Like you have to play cards into it to generate tokens to use it. I find most of those are not really worthwhile. This one is okay, because in a pinch you can play a card that you wouldn't have wanted to use anyway, and then reduce the effects of a really bad crisis card. Now, in my opinion, the crisis cards are just not that big of a deal. Even the Communities in Crisis ones that the YouTuber or that the commenter posted about in my guide. So I'm gonna ignore this. Now over here, this one is one of those exceptions, because you do have to tuck something to activate it, but the effect is just ridiculous. So you pay 1 plug, and then you can remove all of your dirty energy tokens in one fell swoop. Now, obviously, you'd have to then have some clean energy to make up for it, or some housing increases to make up for it, but I think I'm more likely to use this, though there's a good chance I'm actually not going to use either one of those. All right, so let's take a look at our starting card. So again, one of the first things that you're looking for is you want to fix your energy. With the solo starting card, if you can get just like 1 power symbol off of anything, then you can discard a card for 2 energy. And that's not amazing, but it is good enough. So I look here, I don't see any power tokens. So the next thing to look at is to see if you have a way to get energy through some other means. So here we have thermal solar, and this will work just fine because the solo starting card has the solar symbol, and this has the solar symbol. So this allows me to discard a card for 2 energy, which is perfectly fine. I see it requires power, but the solo starting energy card does have a power token, so we're almost certainly going to be playing this on top of the clean energy plants. All right, now the other things that you want to look for are ways to draw cards, because drawing cards allows you to search for the main thing that we're going for with this strategy, which is, of course, the ability to trade housing for the removal of emissions. And we actually have one of these cards that's really great. So each round, once per paper tile, we can raise the housing requirements in exchange for removing one of the factory symbols. And this is a fantastic one because there are 5 of these. If I stick this on top of dirty electric phase out and I use it twice, then I'm going to be able to get this done in 3 rounds. I'll be able to get all 5 done in 3 rounds. I'll be able to get 4 of them done in 2 rounds. That may even be enough to win in 2 rounds, but it does dramatically increase the odds of winning in 5. In addition, we have this, which is great because we can potentially get a tree. The problem is we need 3 plant tokens at least, and we don't have that. So this is actually a good one to potentially throw away to our clean energy R&D. We also have this, which if you can stick a plug on the bottom of it, will let you draw a card. Now, the plug does have some value where, you know, potentially I can activate this thing and just remove all my dirty energy in one fell swoop. So there is potential to, you know, go wild with that. But I happen to be on this menu looking at the crisis cards, and I see that this will force us to discard a global project card. So this thing's going away. I'm not going to pay 2 cards to save that thing that I have to then tuck another card for. Okay, so that makes me feel good about sticking my plug under here. And now we can just draw a free card. All right, we've got Community Solar, which once per round gives you clean energy per, depending on your number of the, whatever that symbol is, the hand symbol, the fist symbol. Now, this is actually kind of interesting because I could stick this onto the clean energy plants, use it to get a clean energy, and then I could stick thermal solar on top of that. And then I would now be getting 3 energy because this has a solar tag rather than just 2 per card. Now, I could just discard this and get 2 energy for it. So by placing it, instead of discarding it, I'm kind of giving up 2 energy, but it's really just 1 because it does pay back 1 energy. So yeah, I think that's probably going to be worth it. We've also got this. This isn't as easy to use because this gets rid of factories just like this one does, except that it's per money token. And the money tokens are harder to come by because nothing starts with a money token. So I could like play it, use its own money token to do it. This would be if I was really aggressive, because if I use it this round, I can get rid of 1, and then I could use this this round and then the following round, and then get rid of all 5 in 2 rounds. But I'm not gonna go crazy with it. Let's just keep it simple. First, I'm definitely gonna be getting rid of this thing because I don't think I'm gonna collect 4 tree tokens. So we're gonna grab our R&D, throw that away, and let's take a look at what we've got. So again, we're looking for card draw. We are looking for ways to get rid of emissions and potentially energy, although I've got my energy situation pretty much fixed. Okay, so this is discard a card, clean energy per solar symbol, and then also that, but I don't care about that. And this is only, well, this is not a limited number of times per round. It's not like just once, but I'm not going to need this. We've got just get rid of a house. If I use it this round and the next round, then I could get rid of both of the housing symbols. That's pretty good. The main issue with this is that I do require 2 power tokens. That's a little bit of a tall order because I only have, well, I have this right here. This is a power token. So I could do something weird, like I could stick it on and then use it. And then I would like put everything on top of that. I think I'd prefer, instead of just getting 1 random emission for a card, to get some card draw. So we've got R&D, which is to discard a card and draw 3, keep 1, and you can actually use it multiple times. Now, that doesn't make any sense. It would be better to stick this underneath clean energy R&D to use this again, because this is also once per bulb symbol. Or I could just take this and draw a single card. So I could just say, hey, screw it. I'm just going to take this, replace it, hope to take something random. This does have a paper symbol, so I could use this 3 times. All right, I think I'm going to go for it. I didn't actually count that out super cleanly, but let's just stick this on here. Draw a card. It is a thing, which doesn't actually matter. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and grab this. Well, let's get our energy first, just to make sure that we have the correct amount of energy. So what I'm going to do is put this thing on. We're going to use it to get a clean energy. Then we're going to take thermal solar, stick that on here. All right, we're definitely not going to be using this thing, so we're going to pitch it for 3 clean energy. So we've got what here? We've got 13 and we need only 9. So yeah, we can stick this thing on here, and we can use it 3 times. Okay, so this is not an amazing first round, but it's not like horrible either, where basically we have a way to get energy, so that is good. It wasn't the most efficient way to get energy, but we have a way to get energy. We got a way to get rid of some emissions, but the next round these are going to be done, so we're going to now need to look for cars, buildings, or some other rarer ones, or a way to get rid of the dirty energy. And then we do have this operational, so we draw an extra card every round. And here, I think we just save this. We don't need this because the effect it provides is useless. We're going to get all of our houses done next turn off of hydrogen power factories. But I can use this next round to do a clean R&D with, if nothing else. All right, so we watch the awesome little animation here. All right, we do roll a bad die, so that's not lucky. We're going to have 2 extra carbon cubes next time. We also got this, which, you know, does remove the thing. Now, that does nothing, and that does nothing, but we lost our global project. We need some housing, and now we've got this thing. Okay, so we got to tuck a paper card. One player can ignore the effects of a crisis card if it can be reduced by ecological resistance. Don't care about that. So we're taking this. This is a little bit unhelpful, but it's basically like a group thing where every single bulb icon that you have, you can tuck it here to draw 3 and keep 1. That's pretty fantastic, honestly, so we'll take it. It's not the best. The best would be if I got something that improved my power generation, but at least it's not useless, so I'll take it. Okay, let's take a look at our new cards here. This is pretty nice. We have a way to get rid of cars, and this is once per bridge symbol. Now, that means that if I want to get rid of all of the cars in this round and the next round, I would need to stick this on top of this thing, which I'm never going to use, so that's perfect. I was thinking I would need to stick this on, but I actually don't. I can just stick this on here, and that will get rid of all of the cars by the end of the next round. We got net carbon of 9, although it's really 7 because these 2 came from a die, so if I can get rid of 8 things, then I'm going to be in good shape. Okay, we also have, what? This is useless. This is more getting rid of factories, so that's unfortunate because we don't need those. We're fine with the factories. All right, let's draw a card. We got reducing your housing once per round. That's bad. It's better just to pitch this and get 3 energy than it is to play it and lose a house. So that'll be an easy thing to get rid of, but it doesn't do anything. This is a card draw, so I could play this on something and it will replace itself. Since I'm never going to use this, I think I'm comfortable just shoving it on here and adding a money token to my stack in case that ever matters and just replacing it. We got this. That's great. Draw 8 cards, keep all the ideas and these, and then the idea ones are nice because those can be used to play into the global project, the R&D fund, and then do draw 3, keep 1. Okay, so I'm gonna just chuck this on. I like to just use up all the card draw and then just kind of see where I'm at with things. So we got 1 card. Hey, it's better than nothing. It is an idea card, and this does let me get rid of a car. Now that's interesting because if I then get rid of 2 cars with this and 1 car with this, I'll get rid of all the cars this round. Now that's really if I'm just trying to win this round, if we're trying to go for the old two rounder. Can I reasonably expect to do that? Well, I think it's gonna be a tough one. Because I mean, to win this round, I have to deal with the 2 cubes from last round. I got to get rid of 9 things. I can get rid of the 2 factories. I can get rid of 3 cars. That's 5. Yeah, I don't really see a reason to go for that. There is this that I can use, but yeah, let's not worry about it. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to use our R&D and get rid of this, which is actually, well, basically, a lot of these cards are useless. The main question is which one has the most useless symbols, and I guess this one is just 1 hand symbol, so it has the most useless symbol, so we'll get rid of that one, and we'll take a look at what we got. So we're still looking for ways to get rid of emissions, and here Well, we've got this kind of weird thing. You can get rid of 2 cards to get rid of a thing of your choice. So you can get rid of like the goofy ones that are hard to get rid of, like this oil symbol and like this trash that are just kind of hard to do normally. And you can do that multiple times. The problem is that you have to play this card and then discard 2 other cards. And discarding 2 cards is kind of a thing. Now this is energy, don't care. This is communities in crisis, don't care. This is clean energy, which is cool. But I'm fine with it. I don't need more energy. So then there's just this. I could just take this and be like, chuck it onto the stack and cycle a bunch of cards. This I could use that theoretically. I do have a bunch of junk cards. This one, I actually can't use that easily. I would need to stick it on top of a light bulb, and that would mean getting rid of my clean RNG or clean R&D. Now I could use light bulbs here, but this is only light bulbs, whereas this lets me discard anything I want. That's a tough one. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I think, is take this and just hope I get something more useful with it. We're gonna stick it on top of this geoengineering. We're gonna click the button. We got 2 cards. All right. They are. Very nice. So we can get rid of dirty energy with this one and kind of replace it with clean energy for the price of a card. The main problem is it does require a power token, and the only place I have a power token is in my energy stack. Now I could also play this card. So I could play this, and then discard some cards in order to get rid of dirty energy. And then just like turn every single card I have into a dirty energy removal. It's an idea, but I think what I would rather do is use this as a bomb on the next turn, where I just put it on top of my energy stack after I'm done getting all the energy that I need, and then just use this to wipe out the dirty energy and finish the game. So it would take a bit of counting. I'd have to discard some cards to make sure I have enough housing, and then oh no, I don't actually need housing because this is a clean energy and then dirty. Yeah, so this is a net equal. Okay, that's fine. So here, let's go ahead and get started then. We're gonna get rid of our last few factories. After getting rid of the factories, I might as well get rid of this car. It would require me to get rid of clean R&D, or I could stick this on somewhere. So if I stick this on somewhere, if I stick it on top of my R&D, I can draw a card. Then of course I lose the R&D. But then I could stick this on top of it and then get rid of a car this round, and then again the next round. So I can get rid of 2 cars that way. Alternatively, I can give up a card draw, keep the R&D available, and then pass on the card draw here. I think I'll get rid of the R&D. Let's go here. Let's draw a card. It is junk, so then we're going to stick this on top of that. We're going to get rid of a car. Oh, I can still do this. Oh, no, I can't because I don't have any more of that symbol, right? So this is done. This is just a stack if I need something that goes off of paper. I've got that available. Okay, now here we have this, which is just completely junky. Oh my god, I am sorry. I just totally forgot I have this. Oops. I did not need to use this to get rid of a car because I had this to get rid of cars. Well, I think that's fine. We're going to just stick this onto here. I am giving up the card draw next turn, but I think it's fine because I just don't really care about it since we're cruising along to the end here. We've got a way to get rid of all the dirty energy that we want in exchange for cards, so I know that I'm going to be okay. Notice that our net carbon's down to 4, which is really 2 if you ignore the effect of the die, so it's one of those things where, like, I can actually come pretty close to winning here. If I stick this on... If I stick this on and just pitch all my cards, feels kind of crazy. But then don't I just have 5, or I would just have 1 energy left over? Then I would be short 5, so I'd get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 communities in crisis. But I should just win. All right, I'm not going to do that because just in case there's some weird thing, although I'm pretty sure that you could just do that right now and be completely fine. Instead, we'll take the not so crazy approach. We'll get back the energy that we need for the housing requirements that we have. I also could have done this gotten rid of a card and up the housing to get like a generic removal, but this is fine. We'll just end it here. So my energy needs are met. I have 19, I need 18. We have 4 cards to use for the next turn. We're gonna pass here. The worst thing now would be if I got that crisis card that makes it so that you can't remove dirty energy. So if that happened, then it'd be kind of funny. I wouldn't be able to use this to win. All right, we got another bad die roll. So, you know, this one is my first die roll that didn't immediately suck. So we get a community in crisis. Hey, we lose 2 dirty energy. They must add, oh, okay, no, that's fine. I'm actually okay with that. I was worried this for a second. This was the one that made it so that you couldn't remove dirty energy, but it's fine. All right, we got up to here. So we draw 1 less card. Ignore when desertification die. We have the plant to get rid of it. I'm not going to use that. When you start a local project with a regulation tag, they reduce the energy demand by 1, and we just need 3 papers. Oh, that's a freebie. Great. I don't think it's going to matter, but we'll just take it. Okay, so now we just need to win. See, we've gotten rid of our factories. We've gotten rid of our cars, so we can't use these. We do get a card draw here. We take a look at all the stuff that we have. Okay, so basically we can play 2 cards to draw 1 carbon per light bulb. That would be 4, and I mean, yes, that just wins the game. We're just completely done here. I guess I'll, you know, just do stuff to be sort of safe here. We'll get rid of this to get some energy. All right. And, you know, we'll do another one just for completely unnecessarily safety's sake. We stick this on top of there. So it's got the power token. We can now discard any card that we want. And we're not netting any needs because we remove or dirty, and then we also get a clean at the same time. Okay, so that brings our net carbon to 3, but we can also stick this on. And then it doesn't get used right now. You have to end turn, confirm end turn, and then you discard cards to remove 4 carbon. So we have a nice little net -7 carbon here. We've got drawdown. And, I mean, unless something wild happens to give me 8 communities in crisis, it isn't going to matter. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. Ooh, yes, this adaptation is perfect. Great job. So there it is. Another typical 3-round solo victory. That was game 1 of the 10-game challenge. And I'll be back with game 2 tomorrow. Well, in real time right now, but you'll see it tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and or subscribe. We'll see you again soon. Take care.